time with Beer Man.
All right, it is. That went smooth. What do you say about that? All right, so nothing to be embarrassed about this time. Well, welcome to Beer and Cheese Tuesday, everyone in the chat, and those that are to come in the future during this hour-long video live stream that we got going on. We got another week of beer and cheese tasting and pairing to see how it goes with to see how we did this year, this year. All right, so we got Thrash Metal Homebrew and Barbecue. Thank you. First of all, thank you guys in the panel. Thank you guys so much. Thrash Metal Homebrew and Barbecue, check them out. Thank you so much for being here. Miscellaneous Magnets, cheers, man. Thank you. Bumpy Road Brewery, thank you, brother. I got Kyle here, thank you, bro. And LoneStar, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, guys. Maybe we'll see a couple more. Maybe Robert might show up or something like that. That would be cool. But yeah, we'll start from the top. Go around, show your stuff, pour it, and quick jot, and then do your drinking. And then the second time around, like we do on Bumpy Roads. And then we'll do a third time around with the score and shout out your channels. So right on. Here we go. Cheers.
So tonight I'm on call, so it's been busy. So hopefully I don't get called away. So from the cheese standpoint, I got something that's really nice. This is Corellas. It's a healthy twist on a Greek classic. It's a feta wedges with olive oil and thyme. So
interesting.
Show that to you. So it's
wow.
So kind of a change for the channel, just a little bit. And we'll go ahead and try this one. Smells really good. I love feta cheese. Feta cheese rocks. All right, and then a twist. I should show the bottle.
Ashanti.
All right.
So
it's beer.
Asahi. And I think this is Korean. And it is a lager. It's a dry lager. So I thought this would go pretty good with the dry feta that's in here. So we'll see what happens here. So let's see on the top. I'm not sure what the ABV is. I'll go ahead and look that up. And on the second round, I'll go ahead and do that. So I'll give you the information. Let's go ahead and crack this. Little hiss. I'll just pour in a general glass here. It's got that lager look. It's very honey looking, weedy looking, high effervescence, very white head on it. Tight, small bubbles, and some big bubbles in there too. And it has that lager smell. So yeah, I'll let you know.
Nice. All right. Thank you, Thrash.
All right. What's up, everybody? Tonight, cheese I brought is from Boar's Head. There's cheese. It is a white cheddar. This is a Canadian white cheddar that is aged for 1,000 days. So, yeah, it smells good, man. That cheddar, it's going to be pretty good. Beer I got is from Founders. This is their Marvel Roast. This is an Imperial Golden Ale with coffee, cacao nibs, vanilla, and milk sugar. 8% at 20 IBUs. That is the beer. Go ahead and pour this up. All right, there it is. Nice white head. It's just lovely, man. I really like this beer. Coffee, vanilla, that milk sugar sweet. I mean, tasty vittles. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers, Cheers, man.
All right.
All right. Well, here's the cheese wrapper from Wisconsin's farm. I'm bringing in all natural Munster cheese. This is what cheese looks like. That's what the cheese knife looks like. That's the cheese. Nice Munster. It's got that yellow and then the orange rind that kind of marbles in. And yeah, that's that. It's a very soft feeling cheese. When I was trying to take it out of the package, it's kind of spongy. The beer that I am bringing is Kloster Undiches out of Germany. This is a Doppelbock Dunkel. Comes at 7.1%. On the back, it says located just outside of Munich, Bavaria. This famous brewery, part of equally famous Benedictine monastery, is located right at the feet of the holy mountain of Andechs, a destination for pilgrims since the 15th century. It is known for its spectacular beers and hospitality. So I hope this is a spectacular beer. Pop this open. It's pluggy. All right. That's what it's looking like. Looks like some decent carbonation pouring up there as well. Kind of an off-white, creamy head, tight bubbles. Color of the beer itself is a very deep mahogany red.
Very
And
nice.
it has a clarity. All right. Cheers.
Nice, man. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers,
Right on.
man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, let's go to Kyle. All right. Thanks, Bumpy.
All right, so I'm bringing this hot habanero from Cabot. Apparently, it's got 3 different types of peppers. I'm looking at the ingredients. It's got habanero, jalapeno, and chili peppers. But this is what the cheese looks like. It's got little pepper flakes and pieces of pepper in there.
Nice.
And I'm going to be drinking this Bell's Best Brown. It's the best ever. I'll tell you what. American brown ale. 5.8%, I think. Right? Yep, 5.8. Go ahead and pour it up.
Very nice.
Let me pour this shit.
It's got a nice color to it.
Yeah, it's definitely brown for sure.
Ooh.
Like my camera is way off on its colors, so that actually is picking it up pretty true to form, though. But
Very nice.
Cheers.
Awesome. Thanks, Kyle. Right. LoneStar.
All right. Well, thank you for having me, Beer Man. Thank you so
No
much.
problem. No problem.
So the cheese that I have this evening is from Bella Vitano. It is the Tennessee whiskey. So, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to chop it up a little bit.
Beautiful.
A little bit of the nice brown rind. Yes.
Very nice.
The beer this evening is called Fresh Kicks. It is from Ale Brewing Company out of Blanco, Texas, about southeast of Dallas. It is a Texas take on a New England IPA. It is a 6.6 with 40 IBUs and with 3 different blended malts. Give it a pour here. Hopefully not an Alps pour.
That's close.
That's a good one. Yeah, so you got about 2 finger. Yeah. Nice brown look to it. Just gonna get in some light here.
Nice. Looks great.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
All right, man. Thank you. Thank you again, LoneStar. Right on. Cool. So I'll just go with the cheese first. I got a Wensleydale with cranberry. It's like a English type sweet, milky, kind of like goat cheese, but more on the cow milk side. Not as rich, but it does smell rich. You can see the chunks of cranberries in there, and just real chunky and like crumbly looking cheese. Mixing this with a 5.5%. It's called Fruit Distortion. It's a sour If you're gonna go sour with this, because it does have that sweet. They said sweet. There's a sweet cheese, so I thought that would be real good, kind of like a goat cheese. So, but this is the that's that beer 5.5. Didn't sound too bad. Cool logo, can art, whatever you call it. But they are out of it's Vagabond Brewing, so I think they're out of Portland or something. Portland? Where are they from? I don't know. They're local to me, though. Pouring a nice kind of a lavender or like a black raspberry-ish or raspberry pinked-like color. Cranberry-looking color, actually. Very nice two-finger head. Smells really good and fruity. Oh, God. What did you guys do? I totally got lost, dude. I'm just gonna like stop now before I go too far. Cool, I'm down. I'm gonna go ahead and just get into this because I got lost trying to keep up with everything. We got Flaco in here, man. Right on. Hey, welcome, dude.
What's going on, man?
Sweet, brother. All
Yeah.
right. Go ahead and take it, man. It's all you.
All right. Well, since I'm finally joining the Cheese Tuesdays, man, I went ahead and picked up this Carmelo Gouda from the HEB pharmacy, man.
Awesome.
And last minute thing, man. I'm sipping a LoneStar, brother. Do I do I don't know how this works. Do I do the bite of the cheese thing first, or?
Show them off. Just show them and pour your beer, and then kind of do like a head talk and a smell or whatever the heck you want to do with that. Don't get too into it. Yeah.
So I just poured my beer already, man, in my craft beer cup. Got about a finger head on it. Light straw color, man. Real see-through. Heavily carbonated, as all good lagers are, man. And it just has that nice, fresh, like weedy smell to it. Just a good lager smell, man.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy, but it's a sipper just from the smell of it. The Gouda, as far as that goes, it has a nice little pungy little funk to it. Almost like I don't want to say like a smelly gym shoe or something, but that's kind of what it smells like, man. Like if you left your gym shoe, you sweated in your gym shoe all day. That's what it smells like, man. Kind of a Parmesan-y funk to it, but it smells very good. Very good.
Nice. Man. Awesome, man. Let me get off solo. Let's go into comments real quick. I got lots. I'm glad you're here, man. Thanks for being here, Flaco.
Glad to be here, brother.
Hey, yeah, dude. Let's go back. Let's just kind of quickly go here. So we got LoneStar and Thrash came in the first there. Thank you guys. John and Nilly, cheers, man. Cheers, homies. And we got a good day. It's beer time with Beer Man. Hell yeah. Good to have you here, man. Patch of Heaven. Cheers, Beer Man. Cheers, panel. Hell yeah. I have no cheese tonight except sandwich cheese I will watch and enjoy tonight. Very good. No problem. Just kind of going through. Quick. Let's go down a little bit. You guys are awesome. Thank you, chat, for being here. Nice bottles tonight. Deuce. Curse of the White Lighter. I hope not. Hey there, y'all. What's up, Julie? Cheers, Thrash. Whisky Scout. Hi, Julie. Julie Gilpin says, Whisky Scout, howdy. So this is where the party is. Yes, at least for now. Come around after too. We'll have an after party and drink a little bit. I like cranberry and goat cheese, so it'll be interesting to see how it works. Nice. I'm looking forward to that too. Cheers, Jeremy from LoneStar. We got Julie saying cheers, Jeremy. Hey, Flaco. Hey, whiskey. Whiskey says hey, Flaco. Jeremy says cheers, LoneStar beer reviews. Julie. That's awesome. Whiskey Scout. Jeremy. Julie says, oh hells yeah, Gouda. I love Gouda. Good stuff. LoneStar said LoneStar beer. Yeah, brother Flaco. All right. All right, let's go down. Gouda Lager from Nina Yardi.
Libre? What?
Jeremy Sup, the Whisky Scout, and Whoop Whoop from Miscellaneous. Right on. Okay. So if you guys need some time, let me know. But if you want to go over it, we'll go ahead and start with Thrash and go with your tasting notes and everything else. Don't give your score yet, though. Yeah.
No mic. You got no audio.
No audio, sirs.
No audio, Thrash.
Thrash, we can't hear you, bud.
Yeah. Anyway, I was trying to say that I went on the website. You know, at the beginning of a brewery website where you put the date in where you're born, and they said it wasn't a good date.
I take it as
I don't know what to think about that one. Anyway, I found out through other sources, Asahi. This is a lager, and it comes in at a 5%er. I did not waste time to see what the IBUs are. It's probably like 10 or whatever it is. Anyway, beer's done. The cheese itself. The cheese, it has thyme, it has oil in it, and very
Man,
dry
pull the
cheese.
banner down.
Yeah, let me grab it real quick.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to. I gotta get that. There
So it's Corellas. It's really good. If you've eaten feta before, feta is very dry, so it's very crumbly. That's why they put it in the oil and the thyme, and it is really good with it. But when you bite into it, there's no way that stuff can penetrate the feta. So when you bite into it, the feta is very, very dry. But after it is in your mouth and it envelops with the oil and the thyme, it comes together very well. So hold on. Feta is not too creamy. It's like a dry beer. It takes all the moisture out of your mouth. With the oil and the thyme, if it wasn't for the oil, I'd be sitting here mukbanging until I drank some beer. I have to take a call, so I got to go.
Okay. There we go.
All right. Let's get into the beer. I haven't had a sip. I've had a few of these. Oh, man. So on the nose, man, oh, shit, dropped my pen. Excuse me. All right, so on the nose, man, it was like a deep, rich dessert style smell of beer. Light chocolate balanced beautifully with hints of vanilla, light coffee flavor, aroma. It just, as soon as you smell this beer, you want to dive right into it, man. It's absolutely phenomenal. The taste of the beer is pretty much follows up with the smell. It's kind of got a medium to light body. Man, the coffee rings a little more true on the palate than in the smell. You do get that nice. It's like almost, I don't want to say butterscotch, but the way the chocolate and the vanilla are playing off of each other, it's just really balanced fairly well. So yeah, it's great beer. If you find it, go try it. Let's get into the cheese now. There it is, white cheddar, 1,000-day aged Canadian cheddar. It's got a rich, like buttery, almost nutty smell to it. Texture of it is dry. It just snaps right off. So, anyways,
Cheese.
This cheese is awesome, man. Definitely get that agedness. It's got those just nice crunchy crystals in there from the aging process. Very rich. Kind of mild, slight sharpness. Really good. So, all right, I guess just mix them and see what happens. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to take a probably take a little more notes because that's literally the first time I've tried the beer with the cheese. So, yeah, man, not too shabby. I'm gonna have to delve into this a little bit more.
All right, dude. Thank you.
Cheers.
Right on.
All right. I'm going to start with the cheese. So bright. Yeah, that's better. There we go. All right, that's what the cheese looks like. So the aroma's on the cheese, the smell of the cheese. It doesn't have a lot of smell to it. It's got like a faint smell of mozzarella. Almost a little bit of like a Cheerio, like grain type maltiness to the cheese or something. It kind of smells kind of like a box of Cheerios a little bit with like mozzarella. This cheese is, if I can let this up, this cheese is very bendy. It's just like string cheese, which would be mozzarella. So very flexible and rubbery. The taste on it, melted. It's spongy, rubbery. It's like string cheese. If you just take the string cheese and you just eat it like that, it's got like that mozzarella string cheese flavor. For the most part. I mean, how do you describe that? Cow's milk type flavors. So a milky cheese. There is not quite a bit. There's a good amount of sodium that's popping through as well. So a little bit of that saltiness. So salty white cow's milk. With that kind of mozzarella type flavor. It's very mild flavored cheese. The beer. Now I got to take down notes on the beer. So it's a beautiful looking beer. Kind of see that, I think, a little bit better with a nice ruby red, mahogany red, whatever coloration of the brew. Oh, almost sloshed out on my keyboard. That would have been
That would
bad.
have been beautiful.
It generates a head again. The head is that kind of off-white head still. Leaves some running lacing. Say, it's not bad. The aromas on this, it's got like a slight little bit of a chocolate note. There's a sweet candy plum with a little bit of like a black cherry note that comes up as well in the aroma. It's got like a rich brown bread note, the nose as well, and a little bit of a biscuity aroma as well. And the flavors. So what I put down for my notes on this, so I dug deep into it. It's got the toasty bread, like a toasty bread. It's got a little bit of caramel sweetness in there. There's the plum and cherry comes through. There is a very slight amount of chocolate. It's not like it was present in the aroma. Little tiny hint of chocolate that follows through with a bittering effect on this. It's a very like light to moderate bitterness with this one. Not bad at all. It's got a full body mouthfeel to it. It's got a nice creamy mouthfeel as well. So it's soft, smooth, creamy mouthfeel with a full body. That's beautiful. And the carbonation is like the low side medium carbonation level on it. So let's try to see how this goes with the beer.
Cheers.
Cheerios.
Yeah, cheers, man. Cheers.
I think the cheese basically, it was so light in flavor anyways. It's still there. It coats the mouth. The saltiness kind of gets washed away with the beer. The cheese does seem to bring out a little bit of a grainy type flavor in the beer. Maybe it's the sodium is just kind of bringing that out. It cuts down a little bit on the sweetness from like the that plum and cherry type note I was getting out of it. Brings out a grainy malt flavor. So I'll come back with my scores.
All right. Thank you, Bumpy. All right. Cool.
All right, so I have the hot habanero Cabot. It's a cheddar cheese. It's got 3 different peppers in it: the jalapeno, chili, some other kind of chili pepper, and habaneros. Obviously, I've had a couple pieces of it already. I gotta say, it is pretty goddamn hot. But smell on it is honestly, you don't really get a lot of the peppers out of the smell, but it does just taste like it smells like a regular block of cheddar cheese with a little bit of spice, but nothing too crazy. I mean, it breaks. Well, it's got a little breaks apart pretty easy, but it's not as dry as that Bella Fitano that I had last week. Yeah, I'm just trying to think straight. It's just pretty hot. But anyways, I got it with the beer that I'm pairing it with. This American Brown Ale is 5.8%, and I think typically with the American Browns, they're a little higher and you get a little more hops out of them. So I think this is like 35 IBUs, which I feel like is probably pretty high for a brown ale, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, like tasting it with this cheese and the stark contrast between the flavors. Like actually, I'm getting like before I've had this beer a couple times, and you get a lot of the toasted malts and shit. But like the contrast between this heat, like I'm actually like picking up like chocolate, all sorts of shit now because it's such a stark contrast. So my brain's picking it up a lot better. And yeah, I mean, this is a great beer to pair with this hot cheese, and I think it's really good together.
Awesome. Oh yeah, dude. Thanks, Kyle. Oh yeah, I'm glad that worked. LoneStar, cheers.
Cheers. Right. So back to the start of the show, the cheese here. So again, you heard Kyle mention the Bella Fitano. That's what I got this week. It's the Tennessee whiskey. It may have been on the show before, but it is definitely award-winning out of Wisconsin. Made out of pasteurized milk. I have tried a couple pieces of it. Again, show it to you. It's like that crumbly cheese. Nice rind though. The smell, definitely very sweet. Definitely very sweet. I'm not sure if I'm also picking up like the hints of the wood barrel with the whiskey or whatever, but definitely the sweetness. I have tried a couple pieces of it.
I want to see if you get the highlight flavor out of it, which I've heard from a couple people.
It's definitely a very sweet, chewy cheese. Very salty, grainy. Definitely sweet. I mean, it is got a big sweet factor to it. I didn't expect it to be that sweet. I was expecting it to be more of like a bitter, like a whiskey flavor, but it's very, very sweet. So, again, the beer is Fresh Kicks.
You pick up any like butterscotch notes out of that cheese?
Now that you say that, yeah. I mean, I don't eat too many butterscotch things, but I know what it tastes like. Is that what you've heard from that cheese?
I heard, yeah. Bumpy said butterscotch. We did it we asked Whiskey about it, and he said yes. That
the whiskey. I was picking up a lot of butterscotch in that.
I mean, like I said, I've had a little bit of butterscotch, but now that you say it, I'm like, okay, now I see kind of exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Definitely, but it's very creamy, very crunchy, very salty, grainy. Very good cheese, though. I mean, would I get it again? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely.
Nice.
Back to the beer again. Fresh Kicks by Real Ale Brewing Company out of Blanco, Texas. with 6.6. It is a Texas take on a New England IPA. Comes in at 6.6 again, 40 IBUs. It's got a blend of the Azaka, Mosaic, and Amarillo hops, so it's got like that very fruity, a tropical taste to it. Now I poured that a little earlier, see a little bit of lacing on it, so it's got some good lacing.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
cheers.
yeah, it does.
Try a little bit of the cheese and the beer. I can't really say the cheese or the beer did that justice. That was very interesting. Would I rather just drink the beer by itself or eat the cheese by itself? Absolutely. The beer is actually very good, minus the cheese. But cheers. The cheese is very good too.
Very nice. Awesome. Glad that worked, man. Cool. Thank you, man. Flaco. All right. Oh, you're muted.
Muted, Holmes.
There we go.
There we go.
All right,
There
so
we go.
this is a Gouda. It's really sweet. Not really sweet, but it's got a little sweetness to it. Really creamy. It's got a little bit of crunchiness to it. I don't know if that's because of the aging process, the little crystals or something. It feels like I'm chewing on something. It's not like Bumpy's where it's all flexible. This is like really hard and caked up. It's got a little shininess in between. It's kind of still got that funk that I smelled in the taste, man. Like it's got a little Parmesan-y kind of taste. This is aged 7 months on this one, but I really do enjoy the creaminess that it has to it. It kind of melts on your tongue, kind of like when you just keep it in your mouth from the roof of your mouth and the tongue, it just melts away. It's really, really nice. As far as the LoneStar goes, man, it's just a really good, fresh lager, man. I don't know the ABVs on it. I'm guessing somewhere between 5 and 5.2. But it's just really, really all around good. As far as it going together, the beers and the cheese actually go really, really well. You still get that creaminess that goes through, but that funkiness is kind of lost. When you take a sip of that beer, you don't really get that funk anymore. There's still a little sharpness at the end of it, but it's like I don't know how to say, man, but it's just a really, really good combination, man. The actual creaminess of that cheese and the smoothness of this beer. The beer kind of helps the cheese dissolve a little bit more, and it kind of coats your whole mouth now. After you take a sip of the beer, I kind of taste the cheese all the way in my cheeks now. Delicious, though. I would do it again, man. I would pair these two again. It's kind of still got that little Parmesan-y taste that I was talking about, but it's not as noticeable anymore. The beer kind of calms all the flavors down and kind of makes it really, really smooth. At the beginning, before the beer, you did have that big creaminess, but it was still a big sharpness at the end of the drink. There you go, 4.2 alcohol by volume. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, very good combination. I would definitely do this again.
Awesome. Oh, that's great, man. I'm glad that worked for you, bro. All right. Cool. So, fuck. I got the shittiest cheese in the world right now, man. It's like the worst I've ever had in my life. It tastes like baking soda. Like it's so dry from what they said, sweet and creamy. It smells sweet and creamy, but when you put it in your mouth, it's like a cardboard cow cream with the baking soda, dry, salty weirdness that, hold on, let me show you what I go through with this. Let's go. Hold on.
Oh, that's kind of rough there, man.
I can't. Oh god, it tastes like makeup.
No pain, no gain, man. Should have got a Saison.
That expensive makeup for the cheap stuff.
A little bit of a cheddar taste in the back. God, it's gross. Ah, damn, dude. The finish is, I mean, I don't even have to tell you anymore. It looks so great, but it's got this crazy, it has like a cheddar salty feel on the back, like that, like that, I don't know, it's like a powdery kind of texture or something in the back. As you mush it up in your mouth, you get kind of that salty, like mushy, cheddary feel in the back, the pastiness. It's that pasty kind of cheese. It has some kind of like, I don't know what it has, like coconut or something in there besides the cranberry. It's not coconut. It's some kind of like peel or rindy peel, something with it. But the you can get the cranberry, but the cheese itself is so baking soda like that I can't even get into it. So that aside, going with the beer, let's do the beer now, and then I'll taste them again together. The beer was about a half finger head. It's a sour. It's not going to have good retention of lactic acid and all that stuff. But blackberry, raspberry, strawberry, beautiful, beautiful beer. Crispy, clean feel in the mouth. Very drinkable, very easy to pound down, very crushable. It didn't have that. It was more tart, sweet. Like a sweet tart before, or or something before you hit like the candy center or something. It does have kind of, I just didn't get the candy center, but just the outer shell of that candy, I guess. Let's go for a drink. It's really nice. It's very thirst quenching on the mouth, actually. For the lactic feel that you get, it's still thirst quenching. It's still easy to pound down. It's a fun one to drink. It's got a lot of those three flavors really blend very well, all over the palate, all over the tongue, all in the back of the throat, everywhere. It's got a nice dry, just very like a fast drying finish, not too fast, kind of a medium dry finish, but just the body is just it's kind of a medium light body, just very, very drinkable, very good beer. Together, let's try it.
Oh yeah.
Do not get this cheese, dude.
Warning, do not.
Thank you for that info.
Leslie Dale. No, I'm serious, dude. That is terrible.
Hey, beer man, maybe it's Maybelline.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah. It's taking a dump, dude. It's hard to like figure out, you know what I mean? Like trying to get it through your anus. All right, let's
Oh,
loud and
jeez.
proud and out loud. One of those funny moments of the night. All right, with the beer. I mean, all it does is takes out the baking soda kind of effect. It doesn't work well with the cheese at all. I almost would have rather had a Belgian something barnyardy or something to kind of counteract it, to kind of work against it, to work with it. This actually seemed like it would go with it, but just did not. It bounced off like a ricochet. It was just, whoa, it wants to go with it, but it ain't going with it. Just very bad mix this week, but that's fine because now you guys know you can't mix a Wesley Dale with a freaking sour. So find a saison or something like
Yeah,
that.
wrap that sucker up for a couple weeks and get a
Oh,
saison
yeah.
and go back to it.
Totally, dude. Yeah. So all right, that's it. I'm gonna bounce down. Let's just go right over to you, Thrash. Right on. Cool. We'll go small.
Sorry, guys, it's been a rough night. Anyway, the beer, like I said, 5%er. This is it looks Korean. The writing looks Korean. I don't know. It depends on how you squint your. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, I had one earlier, and I've been sipping on this one because of work. I don't want to get all out of focus for work, but very clear, still very bubbly, and you can see from I opened it up, it's still going full balls of the wall. So it's got some good lacing on it. 5%er. It's not going to have any legs on it at all. Very white. Let's go ahead and take a drink. Let me, since I didn't get a really go into this one, let me give you my thoughts on it. Very smooth. It does end dry, as it said. Where was it? Yeah, if you look.
Super dry.
Yeah, I hope it's dry.
Let's see, the beer for all seasons. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Well, let me look at something real quick here. Okay, cool. Yeah, very good beer. From a beer standpoint, this competes with any regular adjunct lager, but not like Ron Sutton, like a Hams or a PBR or something like that. It's not up there with those. This is more of a B beer, so this will probably give an 85 for drinkability, taste, mouthfeel, and smoothness, and the whole character of the beer. So
Nice.
with the cheese, as you can see, I've been nervously chomping at it because I love feta. Feta freaking rocks. And then with the thyme in here and the oil, this is gonna be kind of a weird rating, I think. If you look, it's like drip dry. There you go. Very dry. Like I said before, if it wasn't for the oil and the thyme, you'd be going for a canteen of water. Very good. The cheese, feta is always good. That is a high rated feta. Very happy with the feta. The thyme with it and the oil. Jiminy Christmas. This is going to rank pretty high. This is like a 97 with the cheese.
Nice.
Very with the thyme in it. It really gives that thyme spice with it. It's been setting in the oil, so the oil is picked all that up, and it's kind of slathered the cheese. Cheese itself, it's not going to penetrate the cheese, but on the outside of it, it hangs on long enough so when you put it in your mouth and you chew on it, it becomes a part of it when it's all broken up and everything's mixed together. So let's go ahead and do both together here. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Salute.
Cheers, Flash. Or Flash.
Flash, huh? Yeah.
My bad.
Quick reviews.
I gave you a new nickname. Whoops.
It doesn't smooth it out. The cheese is very bright. It doesn't do anything to the beer.
Would you buy the beer?
The beer stays with that adjunct taste. I think the oil just doesn't cut through it. The thyme doesn't cut through it. Well,
oh shit! It's stuck. Flash metal.
very interesting. The thyme is actually the dominant feature of the whole thing. Together, I think I would give this probably. It's not an A. We'll give them both 88.
Nice. Very good.
I mean the cheese is too. There's too much going on with the cheese from the standpoint of the breakdown. The feta, you know how feta is, man. Feta is great on on a pizza and everything. It's just awesome. It's not melty, sweet, and gooey like mozzarella. Feta is very in your face. You want it with olives. You want it with tomatoes. You want it with basil. You want it with all of those nice things on a pizza.
Greek salad.
Yummy.
Greek salads. Yep.
Greek-
So
Greek- yeah.
with the lager doesn't break anything down. So yeah, 88. Cheers, all.
Nice, man. All right, I'm going to keep it big here, little here. Cool. Thanks, Thrash. Sorry, I forgot about you. I totally went ahead of you. But nice. Miscellaneous, go ahead. I'm going to take a little break. I can't handle it.
All right, hurry back. All right, so my thoughts. Well, I'll go ahead and score the beer first. This Founders the Marvel Roast. What is it? Imperial Golden Ale with the coffee, cacao nibs, vanilla, and milk sugar is absolutely phenomenal, hands down. I will score that beer at a 98. It is absolutely fantastic, man. It is sweet and it is on the dessert style side of the spectrum, but it's nice to have something different, IPA, stouts, da da da. This is it's out there and it's in a realm of its own at an imperial blonde. But cheese is good. It's very rich. I think the way I was eating it, I was having way too much of it with the beer, so I started downsizing what I was eating to pair. But everything I told you guys about how the beer tasted, take that shit and throw it out the window. Because when I tried the cheese and I had the beer, man, the cheese nullified all of the sweetness in the beer. The chocolate, the vanilla notes, gone. Poof. Totally out of here. You'll never see them again. Fades into a like a light bready note, highlighting the coffee notes, which is awesome because it's taken this dessert beer and it's actually changed it into the style of beer that it's actually based on, which was cool. It kind of brought it back to the basics. You get that bready notes from like you would get from a blonde ale, and then the coffee, which I said wasn't really predominant, rings true. You get that toasty dark malts. It was absolutely fantastic pairing. Together, I'm gonna go. I'll score it a 95. I mean, the cheese. I mean, it didn't elevate the beer, but I think it literally brought out the true standard of what a blonde ale should be. I mean, I did. I got the bready notes, but like I said, the dark coffee malty flavor it just drew it out beautifully. It was awesome. So, anyways.
Nice.
Very cool.
All right. Bumpy. All right. It's all you.
All right. So for the cheese, I'm going to start with the cheese first. Like I mentioned so many times that to me it was a lot like mozzarella cheese, like the string cheese that you're going to pull. And back's getting itchy. All right. So it was so much like mozzarella cheese, and they make those things with a little snack. They have the little individual wrappers for a reason. They're fairly enjoyable. The Munster comes off just a little bit more salty than what the mozzarella and pulled cheese stick stuff would be, but still not bad. I'm going to give it a 90 out of 100 for the cheese. Now the beer, I actually did a 50-point inspection on, so I'll run through that real quick and then I'll justify it in the hundreds. The appearance on it, full 6 out of 6. Beautiful looking beer. Flavors, I give it a 17 out of. Actually, I got to go to the aromas. Aromas, I give it a 10 out of 10. I thought the aromas were fantastic on it. The flavors, I give it a 17 out of 19. Reason being, I think like the toasted malt that I was picking up, I've had a homebrew dunkel from the Apartment Brewer. That was fantastic. That was like, he called it midnight snack. That was just like having like toasted bread with jam and stuff on it. It was like so delicious. That toasted bread really carried through. This had like a baby palate of that toasted bread flavor in the malt. I think if that was amped up a bit more, I would have enjoyed it a bit more. So I dinged it on the malt a little bit, and then I dinged it again on the aftertaste. It's just a little bit on the kind of the bitter side. It kind of it balanced it out nicely, but I think it just went a little bit more bitter than the sweetness that I really would like out of it, with all those plum and cherry notes that were kind of coming up mid palate, and then it was kind of that drawn out by the bitterness at the tail finish, even though it was a low to moderate bitterness. The body, perfect body, full body, nice creamy mouthfeel, 5 out of 5 for that. And then my overall impression on this beer is a 9 out of 10, which would give it a Bumpy score of 47 out of 50, which lands it in the excellent range. Now to justify this into the 100 range, all I can say is it would land between a 96 and a 97 out of 100. So I'll just say it's a 97 out of 100. An excellent beer. If you guys can find this, it's right out of Germany, and like they say on the back there, where I read at the very end, where they make spectacular beer. Well, at least this one is. It's a spectacular beer.
Nice.
I'll keep my eye out next time I go down the import aisle.
Yeah, the it's a Doppelbock dumpling, and if you're looking for like a specific style, with the cheese in the beer mixed. I mean, I think this cheese it's really hard to mix with much because it's so light on the palate. Besides the salty note, I think it's the only thing that really cuts through anything. Other than that, it's just that white, cow's milk. It's got that milky mozzarella flavor with just a little bit of salt. So I think it kind of detracted a little bit from the beer, but the beer didn't do any harm to the cheese. So I think it was a good pairing. But I'm going to give it a 91 out of 100.
Nice. All right.
That's a decent score.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Kyle. Well, thanks, Bumpy.
All right. Well, let me preface this by saying I hate following Bumpy. But anyways,
My cheese already got melting.
but
Especially after
but the cheese. We'll start with the cheese. This hot habanero cheese. It's miscellaneous. Saying before the show, it's pretty fucking hot. You're not lying. Apparently, I chew on the left side of my mouth because my whole left side of my tongue's like numb. But I mean, honestly, it's a cheddar cheese, and when you initially eat it, it's got the pungentness of like a, just like everyone's had cheddar cheese. You know what it tastes like. That's what it hits you with at first, and then slowly the heat just fucking makes your nose start running and shit.
Yes. Sounds good.
But honestly, I love heat, but yeah, this does not disappoint when you see a lot of stuff in the supermarket that says it's hot, and as you get it, you're like, that ain't shit.
Right.
Yeah,
That one brings the noise.
yeah, this is hot. Yeah,
Burns on the way in and the way out.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, I'll do that review tomorrow, but see how it goes on the way out. Which I can't imagine too well, but yeah, I like the cheese. Nose is running. The beer, the Bell's American Best Brown. Honestly, the cheese paired with this makes this brown ale a lot better because the contrast of flavors. So I'm able to pick up, and plus it's been sitting here warming up, which kind of brings out more flavors. But the contrast between the two flavors, like I could taste so much more out of this beer than I've tasted the previous few times I've had it. I can get chocolate. I can taste like so many more, dimensions of the beer, and it's just
Nice.
So as far as the cheese by itself, I mean it's everything it says it is. So I'm gonna give it 96 out of 100. The
Nice.
beer, it's gotten better when you pair it with the cheese, but so it's kind of like making me like it more than I did before. But so I'm gonna give it and it goes really well with the cheese because like I don't know why, but this brown ale like works pretty well with the spiciness, but kind of kills it off a little bit. The beer itself, 92 together, like I don't know. I'd have to go the high point, 96 together.
There you go.
Really fucking good.
All right.
Very nice.
It's cool if you find a good pairing, man.
I've been lucky 2 weeks in a row. Last week I gave 100, but yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It's lucky as fuck, to be honest with you.
Cool, man. Well, thank you, Kyle. All right, Lone Star.
All right. Well, as I've mentioned the last few times, I'm bringing the Fresh Kicks out of Real Ale Brewing Company out of Blanco, Texas. It is a Texas take on New England IPA. So I'm always interested to see how Texas does their takes on the New England IPAs. I mean, some that I've tried have been horrendous. Some that I've tried that have been smooth. Some that have a bitter back end. Some have a more smooth back end. I've never tried this one. I've actually found out that this beer is no longer existent. So when you find these, they're like little gold mines.
Oh, it's like the holy grail of beers.
So again, it's a 6.6 with 40 IBUs. The notes that I've taken, definitely like the pineapple, the mango. I mean, everything tropical that they say it is. If you happen to find one of these in your beer store, I mean, if you can find one, if they're, like I said, they're discontinued, but if you're able to find one, definitely try it. I would give the beer a rating by itself. Considering, like with IPAs, I'm always wish-washy. It's either too bitter or not bitter enough. This one's very smooth. It's a very fruity back end, not bitter.
Nice.
So I'll give the beer itself about a 97. I'm actually very fond of it. The cheese. So now that Whisky Scout kind of mentioned like the sweetness with the butterscotch and things like that, I've had a couple more bites of it, and I can definitely tell that it's got those sweet notes to it. So as I've sat here maybe for 56 minutes or so, I've seen the cheese start to sweat. I'm seeing little water pockets on it. I don't know if that's because of the 50-point review or if just my cheese is that weak. I have no idea. But I did go get a salty Ritz and put it on a piece of, a little bit on the cheese, on the cracker, and you get the sweet and the saltiness.
Did you call me?
And I think that's the way to go. I think the sweet and saltiness is the way to go. I mean, I couldn't just eat a block of this by itself because it's too sweet. I would need something salty to kind of combat that. So the cheese by itself, I'll probably get maybe 94. I don't know if these are the sweet enough crackers, but it's a great cheese. I'm not dismissing that whatsoever. So I think altogether, 96.
Very good. All right. Good, man.
So cheers.
Wow.
Thanks.
Cheers. Yeah, dude.
Cheers.
Good. Oh, yeah, dude. Thanks, man. All right, Flaco, man. What you got?
All right, man. So for the LoneStar alone, man, it always scores high in my book. It's always a great, refreshing lager. It's never, you can never have enough of it. I mean, you can totally pound these back to back to back to back. And, with it being such a low ABV, I mean, you can really pound them back. So it always scores high in my book. I always give it a 98. As far as the cheese goes, it's great starting off, but, sitting here listening to all you guys and your cheeses and just snacking on it by itself without any pairs besides the beer, if I don't sip the beer for a little bit and I just try to take a few bites of that, it can become a little bit overwhelming, man. It can become a little bit much. The sharpness does come out a little bit more as you snack on it more, a little bit more salty. So with that being said, if you were just to have the cheese alone by itself, I'd probably score it about an 80, just because it's not something you want to keep eating at. You know what I mean? It's probably more a snack, probably meant more to be paired with something like a cracker or anything, But when you put so I would probably score that at 80. But when you put the two together, the LoneStar, like I said, it does calm everything down. It tends to calm those flavors down. So together, I would probably rate it at about an 88. Not too high, not up in the 90s, but it's still very, very good. If you just have the beer alone with the cheese, you can. I mean, I ate that much of the block, man. You know what I mean? It's like it's good enough with the beer to, to go at it. So I would probably with that score. But yeah, without the beer, man, I probably wouldn't be able to do it as much or eat as much as I did. The beer really does help it out a lot, man.
Nice.
But it's good. It's still good.
Good. Oh, that's great. That's great. I'm yet to trying a LoneStar. I mean, I'm sure it's no different than like maybe a Hams or something like that.
Yeah, no different, but great all the way around.
It's just the fact that it's
If
a
you've had a
LoneStar.
ham, you've had a Lone Star, vice versa.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never had a Hams, but everybody says it's comparable to a Lone Star. So,
Oh, okay. Well, Hams is great. So I mean, it really is. It's not a bad lager. So, cool, dude. Thanks, guys. Well, first off, I want to verbally just say it out real loud to hear Twitter, Facebook fans, welcome. if you're listening in, welcome, and thank you to the chat. You guys are awesome. Appreciate your support, and of course everyone here on the panel. Thank you. Had some really good cheese pairings tonight, so I'm sure we're all very happy that we didn't waste our money and everything went well. So for the most part, mine, no. No. So this cheese, I haven't even eaten it. I can't eat it, so it's a big block. I'll try it with something else, as Miscellaneous suggested. I'll bag it up and put it with something else. But the beer itself, though, the flavors, the drinkability, the mouthfeel, the body, everything was really nice for a sour. It's just, I don't know, just very nice to drink. I want to keep drinking more of it. It's very kind of a sweet tart kind of feel too. It's really good. The beer itself, I'll give it a 90, 96 out of 100. The cheese, I'll give a 40 out of 100. Like, it's absolutely disgusting.
This is not a 0.
Oh, at least it's, yeah. I mean,
a 0 in it.
I could not palate it.
There's a 0 in it. Yeah.
There is a 0 in it 4 times. So the cheese, though, yeah. And then together, nah, not good. I'll go with the 50. The beer, though, beat it over all of it. So it's a learning lesson. You know, it's that's what this is all about. So I'm very glad I had you guys here tonight. I want you guys to share out your stuff, share out any new videos, your channels, anything you got going on. Let's go ahead and start with Thrash and just go around the table and we'll cool it. Or
Cool.
call it a night. So,
Yeah, real quick. I know we're just going over an hour. I know
that's
people
fine.
try to keep to the time, but Thrash Metal Homebrew and Barbecue, we got some new rescue videos out there for the large animal rescue. We have wine making part 2 on the making beer from concentrate, or wine from concentrate. Check that out. There's multiple parts, so it's kind of stretched out because it takes a while to make wine. Let's see what else. Barbecue. I have a barbecue video that's out there. It's not too old. And thank you to Beer Man for sharing that all out for me. And thank you for having me tonight. And go out and check it out. You won't be sad.
Oh yeah, dude. Awesome. Your channel's great, dude. You got some great stuff on your channel, dude. I love your smoking. It's awesome. I really get into that. I mean, I've been getting into it myself here, so with our new smokers. So it's really fun to watch how you guys do all this. So awesome. All
Cheers
right.
in the chat.
Cheers. Yeah. Cheers. Go for it, bro. Miscellaneous. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, man.
All right.
Me so much. I haven't been doing too much lately. You might catch some late night VR gameplay. I've been working a lot, so I've been kind of slacking on my tube lately. But yeah, go check out Beer Chugs Wednesdays, 9:00 Eastern Standard Time for What's the ABV. Food Fridays with Alex at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. Stout Sundays with Georgia Beer Reviews, John and Nelly. Usually 10:30 Sundays Eastern Standard Time. I think everybody else here can plug their own stuff. So yeah, that's cheers, yo.
Oh yeah. Cheers, man. Yeah, Bumpy, man. What's up? What's up, bro?
All right.
Ground
Well, we got the my only live stream is Multi Monday. It's Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We got a poll out right now. Those of you that are not in the Hangouts, if you're in their Hangout groups, you already know about the polls and where to find them. If not, if you want to go and vote on the poll that's out there right now, it's in the description of the last Multi Monday that just happened on 9/14. So you can find it there. You can vote. It's also on Beer Man's community page. He's the one that creates polls for me because he is an awesome dude.
I know.
So if you want to try to vote for a beer that you would like to see on the next Multi Monday, please go and vote. Other than that, I'm back to you guys. Kind of got a gist of my 50-point inspection thing tonight, so I'm doing that again for my beer tasting videos. Back to the 50-point inspection. So those I already have one posted yesterday, and they will be rolling out as my regular beer tasting videos. Tomorrow, I do believe I'm going to do a brew day, so I should have some brew day vlogs coming out. I am going to be making a New England IPA. This is going to be my third New England IPA, and I'm calling it Wicked Late to Work. And it's got an experimental hop. I'm going to be using in it.
That's freaking awesome.
You should call it Wicked Into Your Wallet.
Wicked into it wasn't expensive. I have 12 ounces total of hops going into a 5 1/4 gallon.
Damn.
Quite a bit.
Damn, boy.
Looking at around 40 IBUs when it's all mathematically done out by Beersmith. But I have some a few hops that I've used before that I'm kind of familiar with and I like. And then I have two that I've never used before. One of them being an experimental hop that has no data on it. So we'll see. It's just going to be a throw it in there. I'm just hoping if it all comes out as a hoppy mess, I'm hoping that at least the malt base will be decent. So I'll have something to work.
Awesome.
Vlog's coming out tomorrow on that.
Great, dude. Freaking New England IPA is awesome, dude. I didn't. Yep. You've done a couple in the past, then, huh? Or,
yeah. I've done. This is gonna be my third one.
Nice. How did you? Real quick. How did you? What's the? Is it pretty difficult to do those over other ones? Is there any more steps? Any kind of? You got the whirlpool and then the kind.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest difference. I mean I'm using more oats. I'm using almost 2 pounds of oats, flaked oats. I've got like 1.5 pounds of white wheat malt going in as well.
Nice.
It's pretty much the same thing. I mean, it's just with the oats and stuff. I mean, it can create a stuck sparge sometimes, possibly, but you just kind of work with your sparging and do it gingerly, and usually works out fine. Other than that, I mean, it's there's 0 hops going in through the entire boil, so it's very easy.
Oh, 0.
Easy
okay.
Boiled, going through that. Where it becomes difficult is except for the dry hopping. The hops are all going into a steeping whirlpool. I don't have a whirlpool, so it's just going to be steeping. So the difficult part of that is I'm going to chill the wort down to a certain temperature. So it's like trying to shut off my wort chiller to not drop it below where I want to go. I'm trying for 170 Fahrenheit to start to throw in all the hops, and then you kind of just let it rest there and hope it holds some sort of a temperature around that range for like 30 minutes or so.
There's some kind of bitterness out of it.
I mean, that's the biggest thing about it is you're waiting extra long after you're done with your boil to hop it and let it rest.
Yes, I really like that. I've only done one recipe of those, so they're interesting. I need to do some more research on those.
Badass.
But cool. Oh yeah. And the Imperial Porter is 43% right now, so ASB's right behind it with the Radler Shandy. So do your votes, get your votes in, go to Bumpy's thing, go to my thing, wherever you got to go, get your vote in for Multi Monday. Right on, man. Thank you. Kyle. What you got to do?
My channel lately, I haven't really done a whole lot on, but throughout the years, I've done grilling and beer reviews. But I just bought a little Weber grill, so I'm probably gonna make some more. We used to call them back in the day grilling and swilling videos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Show what you're grilling. Just drink beer. Show what you're drinking. Show what you're grilling.
Grilling and chilling.
Come in and out. Maybe I'll do it live since live streams exist nowadays. But or maybe I'll edit it down. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Cool, man.
But other than that, yeah, I don't know. Just check all these guys out.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate
Links
it.
are in the chat.
I'll probably be around one of all these people's things.
It's always a pleasure having you on here, man. I'm glad to have you here. So, thank you, man. LoneStar.
All right, so I'm gonna do a lot of promoting here because I want to get all you guys some love. So as far as my channel goes, I really don't do a whole lot. I may do a beer review here and there. Yes, I call myself LoneStar Beer Reviews, but I've been slacking on the beer reviews, so I apologize. But I do support Beerman. I do support Kyle. I do support Thrash, Miscellaneous, Bumpy, Flaco. Check all these guys out. They all have unique talents, and they all freaking rock.
Appreciate it, man.
Our good friends, John Nelly with Georgia Beer Reviews, Ron Terrio with Louisiana Beer Reviews, Al Beer Master, Food Fridays, and the Random Beer Reviews. Good guy. Leprechaun TV, Blake TV, Electric Beard. Great. It's just a great community, man. I love all you guys. Go check out all these channels. You won't be disappointed. Everybody does their own stuff, and it's gnarly. So, cheers.
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
It's awesome. Flacco.
All right, man. So I've been dropping some new videos lately on the channel. I haven't been consistent the last few months, but now I'm trying to do one every single day. I'm also posting on my Facebook, my Instagram, and I also recently opened up a TikTok, so you can look for me there. I got 59-second beer reviews there, and they all include a beer chug. So we do that there. The newest video dropping today is going to be the 1042 Pale Ale by the Twisted X Brewing Company here. That's going to be dropping later on today. I'm going to try to put something out every single day for you guys from here on out, because I have been slacking. But not anymore, guys. It's going to keep coming. But yeah, man, that's all I'm doing is just posting beer reviews now. I'm going to try to get a lot more beer reviews in. And that's pretty much it, man. I support every single guy up on the channel, man. Beer Man, thanks for having me on here, brother.
Totally,
Glad
man.
I could actually make it to a Beer and Cheese Tuesday, brother. Been trying for the longest time. So that's all I'm doing, man. Check out the channels, man. You can, like I said, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and now TikTok. I'm all on all of those. And they all got plenty of beer reviews and more to come, man.
Nice, man.
Man, glad to see you here, man.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it, man.
Glad to see you feeling better, bro.
Hell yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, cool, man.
It's Flaco Queso.
Flaco Queso. Flaco Taco Queso, brother.
Oh, man. Well, shoot. Yeah, just, this today, Tuesday, beer cheese at 8 o'clock Eastern. And, of course, tomorrow's going to be a robust porter for me on my beer and recipe at 6 o'clock Eastern. And then, of course, we're going to be hanging out with Therio after and then going into beer chugs. And then, of course, I like to go to beer or Food Fridays on Alex Beer Master's channel on Friday. So, and then there's other ones. There's Blake TV. There's like several people we all hang out with. So there's Rod J Beer Adventures. I can't forget him. Much love, man. And thanks for being here tonight. Yeah. So a good thing, a good panel. Mine sucked, but all yours is great. So awesome. We'll go ahead and close this up. We're at 1:13, so that's perfect. That's good. And we'll have a little after show. If there's a link you guys want to come in the back end and get that, go ahead and party with us. I can have up to 10 people, so come back there and drink a beer with us. Cheers, man. Cheers, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get this.
So you said you're going to put the link out?
Yeah, cheers, everybody.
Oh, cheers. Well, nah, just in the back. All right, here we go.
Cheers, everybody.